Earning six figures as a dentist, but still being told you can't borrow enough for your dream home. It's not your income that's the problem, it's how you're being assessed. You think that earning six figures would make mortgages easy, right? That once you put in the years of studying, long shifts, and built a successful practice or associate career, lenders will just roll out the red carpet. That's what I used to assume until I started working specifically with dentists and saw how often the system just doesn't quite fit them. When I first sat down with a dentist earning well in excess of 100k, I expected it to be a simple case, but the bank didn't like the mix of NHS, private, and dividend income. Another time, a high street lender refused to accept an accountant's projection for someone returning to work after maternity leave, even though the client was heading straight back in to a booked up list. It was a real eye. Here's the thing, if dentists don't structure things right from the start, they could end up being offered much less than what they can actually afford, missing out on a home they've set their sights on, feeling stuck or penalized for having complex income that ironic reflects success. And trust me, it's frustrating watching people work this hard get boxed in because they don't fit the standard salary mold. So here's a few things I've learned dentists should keep in mind. Not all lenders are created equal. Some lenders are generally good with professionals. They'll look at gross income, they'll take into account the full scope of your earnings, even consider future earnings based on projections or post-training increases. Others, they'll just see self-employed and start looking ways to say no. The next, income multiples can vary massively. If you've got a strong track record and low outgoings, certain lenders will go up to 5.5 or even 6 times income. That's a game changer when you're in the market for your dream home, especially in areas where property prices are creeping up faster than your UDA rates. Offset mortgages are underrated. If you've got savings, offsetting can be a smart way to lower your interest without locking your money away. It gives you flexibility, something I've noticed many dentists need, especially if they're practice owners. Planning ahead always helps. Whether it's knowing how to structure your income, getting your accounts in order, or just understanding paperwork to have ready, planning 6 to 12 months ahead can save you a lot of stress. It's one of the reasons I always say, don't wait until your dream home is on Rightmove. There are specialist lenders out there, but they don't show up on comparison sites and they're not always accessible without a broker who knows how to present your case properly. That's not a pitch, it's just a reality of how the mortgage world works behind the scenes. Being a high earner doesn't always mean an easy mortgage. In fact, the more complex your income, the more important it is to have someone in your corner who gets it. If there's one thing I've taken away from helping dentists, it's the understanding of the why behind what lenders do is just as important as chasing the best rate. Because when you've worked this hard to build your career, you deserve a mortgage that works just as hard for you. If you found value in this video, check out the video on the screen now. Just give it a click.